Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer here at Espanyol, back in La Liga, and things are going quite nicely at the moment. Let's get stuck in and have a look, shall we? As you can see, lots of nice, shiny green dots. Sevilla, a nice 5-1 win in that one. And then we had a little game coming up. It's a team that I don't know whether you've ever heard of them, Real Madrid. You probably haven't. But I said to the squad, you know what? Go for a week's holiday. I'll just draft some amateurs in off the street, and we'll play this little known team called Real Madrid. And we got absolutely battered, 7-1. Just a little joke there. No. I don't know how to explain that one. 7-1 battering. Because if you look there afterwards, it's all shiny green dots. We're conceding very, very few goals, apart from the Real Madrid game. Unexplainable. I have no answers. Then we played at Atletico Bilbao, and we were kind of juggling for the same spot in the league. We are quite near the top, spoiler. So we were juggling for the same spot in the league. Good side Atletico Bilbao, battered them 3-0. Chucked a little, two friendlies actually, Villarreal B and Beziers, 3-2 and 3-0 win respectively. And then we played Villarreal, 2-0 win in that one. Again, we're not conceding goals. Vallecano, a 2-1 win in that one. We only conceded one in that one. And the last game that we played off camera was Cadiz. And Cadiz are doing very, very well this season. Actually, they've been top a few times, and they were jostling with Barcelona and Real Madrid for the top of the league. And I thought, right, this is going to be a very, very difficult game. But again, another 3-0 win. No goals conceded. And we are actually doing very, very well at the moment. And before we talk about us, if we just cast our eyes to the bottom of the league, so Gijon and Las Palmas, who came up with us, are actually finding life extremely difficult in La Liga. They're both in the relegation area, whereas we are third. Again, I'm scratching my head a little bit. I don't know whether I've hit a bit lucky with the signings that I've made. Everything seems to be gelling. This team of very new players just seem to have come together and have hit the ground running. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's brilliant. 11 games played, 26 points on the board. This is going very, very well. I'm kind of just waiting for the wheels to fall off, which I'm sure it will do at some stage. And today we have two games. We have an away game at Elche and then a home game against Gijon. And we did struggle a little bit last season against Gijon. Are we going to struggle this season? I don't know. But before we get stuck into those two games, so a nice little bit of news. I've been offered a brand new contract, 36 grand a week, 4-year deal. So the board are absolutely over the moon with what I'm doing at the moment, which, quite frankly, so they should be. Let's get stuck in. I'll see you in the dugout. Little bit of a tiredness in the camp at the moment. The games are coming a little bit thick and fast, even though we're not in Europe, we're not in any cup competitions. I think what's happening is some of the European teams are playing games, so our games are getting pushed a little bit, and then we're getting 2 games in a week. So anyway, but so the team today is Carnasecchi in goal, back 4 of Fernandez, Niakate, Puido and Gendry. Left Williams out today, quite tired. De Los Santos is the ball-winning midfield player today. Appelkamp and Scott in the middle. We've got Adringa and Thomas on the wings. Both of them are quite tired, but I don't really want to disrupt the team. And we've got Lorenzo Luca up top. And we do get a highlight. 40 seconds on the clock. We get a highlight. So we're playing in our snazzy pink kit today. A Gendry down that right-hand side. But the highlight turns very quickly into an Elche highlight. But possession has been lost again. De Los Santos now with the ball. Playing a nice ball there to Appelkamp. Lovely ball over to Thiago Thomas. And he puts that into the middle. And weirdly, Lorenzo Luca fires that over. And it nearly hits the corner flag. So we have had one shot, nothing on target yet. So I've just given the lads a bit of a shout of encouragement. And we have gone up a notch. We are attacking now. We should be beating Elche if I'm honest. But of course, it's a football game, so anything can happen. I mean, talking about things that can happen in a football game, that Real Madrid game was off the scale. There was a big game red card, big game penalty, we had a goal disallowed. I mean, our players just didn't look like they'd ever seen a football in their life before. It was the weirdest of games. The game before it, we were so smooth and slick, everything was ticking over. The game after it, again, absolutely brilliant football. But against Real Madrid, we just looked like we were hopeless. Lorenzo Luca there, and the referee has got his arm in the air again. It looks like, and by the way, that Real Madrid 7 goals, not one of them went to VAR, not one single one. And that's been disallowed. We're getting a lot of disallowed goals at the moment, a lot of disallowed goals. It's a little bit disheartening, if I'm honest. I mean, he was offside, so we'll let him off with that one. Okay, 2 shots, 1 on target. Elche have not got off the bus yet, so let's see whether we can actually get some kind of a foothold in this game. Scott now, shot, and that's straight at the keeper. I have to say, Alex Scott is playing really, really well. He's a great player, but he's not great at shooting. We need to have a word with him about that. He's had a few shots in the last few games, and none of them have come to anything. But we are picking the ball up quite nicely in this game. I'm having a little problem with Turkman at the moment as well. Terrific player, but he wasn't getting an awful lot of game time. He came, knocked on my door, said, "Come on, boss, playing time." So I thought, all right, okay, that's fair dues. You're a good player. So I stuck him in at like defensive midfield, and he had 2, 3, 4 games playing there. And then he knocked on my door again and said, "Boss, I'm still not getting enough game time." You're actually playing. What's that all about? So he got a real grumpy on, wanted to leave. So he's actually on the transfer list at the moment, which is not ideal, because obviously, you know, my better players I want to keep hold of. Because it's the same old problem, isn't it? You know, the more players you bring in, and the better those players are, you know, the players who are already there tend to drop down the pecking order a little bit. But anyway, he's just had a bit of a moan about his transfer value. We've settled on 3.3 million. There's been no offers for him. I don't know whether we will get any offers. So Adringa there on that side. Oh, it's Adingra. Ball over there, Lorenzo Luca. And to be fair, we are having a lot of the ball, but we're just failing to put the ball in the back of the net. So moving swiftly into half time now. We've had 10 shots, only 3 on target, but we are the dominant team in this game, which is nice to see, seeing as we're the away team. I have to say, the crowds in La Liga are not what I expected. I've noticed quite a few times the crowds are not great. This Elche crowd, it's like half full again, or half empty, whichever way you want to look at it. Fernandez there, just working the ball back to Niakate. Niakate now, what's he going to do? We're going to come down this left-hand side. Appelkamp now. Just rides a tackle there. Inside to Niakate. I think we're working ourselves a little bit of space here. We pull them over that side. Scott now, lovely ball through to Adingra. And he misses it, and he's offside as well. So that would have been disallowed if it had hit the back of the net. Okay, dressing room time. I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. Let's just have a quick look at fitness. Obviously, Thiago Thomas and Adringa are now suffering, so we are going to bring some substitutions on for them. So Serrano and Tech Petty have come on. Let's see if they can do a little bit better on the wings. Fresh pair of legs there. I've given them a bit of a flea in the rear. Elche is still yet to have a shot on target. We've had 4 with 13 shots. So we're doing an XG of 2.10 as well. Where are the 2 goals, you have to ask yourself? 61 minutes, couple more substitutions. I brought Azon up front. He seems to be hitting the back of the net again now, so that's all good news. So I'll give Lorenzo Luca a bit of a rest. Bring Azon up front. I brought Budai. I never know how to say his name. I need to give him a nickname. So Bedoy's come on in midfield, and I've pushed Scott a little bit further forward. He's playing a Mazzala role now. De Los Santos is playing the deep line playmaker. So we are going to go very attacking now. We're going to give him a shout now when we're able to do. We're going to give him a shout of demand more. And there we go, demand more. So 3/4 of the game gone now, an XG of 2.40, and still nothing is happening. 85 minutes, last change made, the DM's gone off, Serrano's pushed up top and brought Lello on, who is a terrific player on that left hand side. Whether there'll be enough time for him to make a difference in the game, I don't know, but let's see if we can nick a goal and nick the points in the last 10 minutes or so. 20 shots, 6 on target, XG of 2.50. So can somebody explain to me why we've not won that game then? Expected goals 2.5. There were none. Okay, that was disappointing we didn't win, and Applecamp's looking stressed about that. But that's a very, very poor result. Very, very poor result indeed. I have to be a little bit careful. I don't get carried away with myself here, because we are only expected to finish 15th and the board requirement is mid-table. So let's not get too carried away. Even though when I came into this season, I was thinking, right, if we can avoid relegation, that will be a great result. I think you get lulled into a false sense of security. When you get up to third, you start thinking, oh, maybe we're actually better than we are. So it's all relative, isn't it? So a 0-0 away at Elche. I mean, when you look where Elche are, 15th in the league. With the position that we're in at the moment and the way that we're playing, not the greatest of results. Okay, moving on to a home game next against Gijon, who were a little bit of a thorn in our side last season. There's quite a few of them, wasn't there? Las Palmas, Granada, Gijon, all were a bit of a thorn in our side, and we always struggled when we played them. Can we put one over on them this season? They are actually very near the bottom of the league, so we should be able to do, but if that last game's anything to go by, a little bit shot shy. I'll see you in the dugout. So we have Karnasici in goal, back four of Lello, Niakate, Williams and Gendry. Bedoy, he's moaning and groaning at the moment. He's not getting enough game time, so he gets a chance today as a DLP. Let's see what he can do. Applecamp and Scott have changed their positioning a little bit to try and get us a little bit further forward. I have gone on a higher press today as well, because we don't seem to be... Well, I mean, we have been scoring goals. We don't score a lot of goals. We're not conceding, which is the main thing. But I want us to try and, particularly against these teams from, lower areas of the... we should be winning these games 3-4-0 with the way that we're playing and the football I've seen us play. Two wingers are Adingra and Thomas, and Azon gets a start up top today. So again, 27,000 in. It looks about half full again. I'm not entirely sure what these fans want. We're third in La Liga at the moment, doing really, really well. I don't know what they want. If they're not going to turn up when, we're doing this well, then when are they going to turn up? But anyway, Adingra on this left-hand side now. A ball into the box. Can we get that in? No, we can't. We need to do a little bit of heading training. We need to head the ball down instead of over the bar. So a ball out there from their keeper. This could be a big banana skin for us. Any teams who are around the bottom of the league are fighting relegation. They're fighting to get out of those spots. And sometimes grit and determination and fight in a team actually trumps. But Ivan Azon has got a goal there. Of course, the referees are going. It's going to go to VAR again. Yeah, sometimes grit and determination trumps skill and endeavour. So you do have to be wary of these. Please tell me this is not going to be disallowed. We've had far, far, far too many disallowed goals, but we are 1-0 up, and that was a nice little run there. I was going to skip that, but let's have another look at that. Applecamp, lovely ball forward. Ivan Azon just turns there between two defenders and puts it back Sanchez, the goalkeeper. So we come back to a Gijon free kick. Our keeper needs to be alert here. Did that go out for a corner? He did, so he tipped that one over. Goes out for a corner. Corner comes in. Get a head on it, somebody. That's over the bar, that's fine, we can handle those. So I've just gone into more of an attacking mentality. We've had 3 shots, 2 on target, but I'd like to try and put this game to bed. We have put another one in there. Reece Williams at that far post. Nice little header there. That was a lovely free kick floated in. And Applecamp there with a really nice floated free kick. Williams at that far post. Kept it away from the keeper. I have gone on to near post corners, by the way. The far post ones, the keeper just seems to come out and catch them every time. So I've gone on near post, and we have scored a few goals from corners. But 2-0 up against Gijon. Last season, this would have been a different scoreline. But, you know, 40 minutes gone. We haven't won the game yet, have we? So Adingra there. Back to Badouai. Badouai now is coming forward with this. He needs to impress me today. He's been complaining a lot, so he needs to impress me. Nice ball there, though, to Thiago Thomas. And Thiago Thomas finishes with aplomb. And the referee again. What is all this with the referees? Oh, we think it's offside. I mean, surely we can't have another disallowed goal. We're virtually getting a disallowed. It's a disallowed again. We're getting a disallowed goal virtually every single game. Oh my word, there was not a lot in that, was there? Come on, lads. Okay, half time. What a 45 minutes that was. You've blown them away. Let's just have a look at the fitness of the team. The team seems to be doing okay at the moment. Thiago Thomas a 6.7. We seem to be doing all right at the moment. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is, and let's go to the second half. So we do come back to an Applecamp corner, and the ball there has hit the crossbar. So we've had the usual. We've hit the frame of the goal. We've had a goal disallowed. I mean, I'm not quite sure what's going to... Are Gijon going to come back and score 2 goals in this game now? Free kick there. That's nicely taken there by Ivan Azon. Brings the ball away. Nice ball forward. Adingra's going to pick that up on that left-hand side. And he's going to float this ball in. That's in the back of the net. Thiago Thomas. And this time, for once, the referee, although he has got his hand to his ear, but this time he's running away to the centre circle, so that one does stand. And Thiago Thomas rises there nicely at that far post, and we go 3-0 up. Nice goal. 63 minutes, 3 changes. Serrano has come on the left wing, Leodice in midfield, and Carbone as a central defender. And I think we are just going to drop the mentality a little bit to positive. The lads are looking a little bit down in the mouth, so we're going to give them a shout of praise. That's cheered them up no end. I am playing a little bit of a different tactic today. They're playing with one of these fancy inverted fullbacks. So down that side, I'm focusing the play down that side. Because if there's a bit of space, then we should be able to monopolise it. But we're 3-0 up, so something's working. Ball headed out there, and Thiago Thomas is busting a gut to get to that. And okay, answer on a postcard. Literally no idea what happened there. 83 minutes, last 2 changes. Tech Petty's come on the right wing, and De Los Santos has come on in midfield. About 10 minutes of this game left now, and I think the 3 points are ours. Oh no, that's not good. That is not good. We have no substitutions left. Oh my word. What do we do here then? So, well, I'll just look for somebody tall to put in nets. Williams has gone in net, and I mean, this is a disaster. In all my time in Football Manager, I've never had that happen to me. So we're going to confirm that. We're just going to play the game out now. I mean, we have to hope that that injury is not a bad one, because he's my main goalkeeper, and I have a backup. but that could be a disaster for the rest of the season. So you need to get the ball up the other end of the pitch, lads, because we've got a centre-back in nets. We don't want him tested. Ball up at Ivan Hazan there. Ivan Hazan is going to just play that back. Possession-based game now. Just keep the ball away from our penalty area. But unfortunately, we haven't done. I mean, their keeper now is just going to lump it long and hope that they can get a run at our goal, which they don't. We keep it clear. Badoy now. Petty down that side. Can he score a goal for us there? No, he can't. And their keeper smartly down to his left-hand side and takes the ball. And a 3 points there, but a 3 points at what cost, we ask ourselves. I mean, that was a good win for us, but I don't really want to have a look now and see how long our keeper's going to be out for. And he's got a broken hand and he's out for 5 to 6 weeks. So I'm going to send him to a specialist, 4 to 5 weeks. It's going to cost us a few quid, but that is a disaster. Okay, let's put the disappointment there to one side and just have a look at the league table. We are still third, 13 played, 30 points. The important thing for us is I'm not looking up, I'm looking down. The important thing for us is that Levante, who are in 7th place and outside the European spots, have got 21 points. So if we can maintain that 9-point lead, that would be very, very nice. If we can finish 6th, that would be an absolutely, well, way overachieving. Maybe the goalkeeper getting injured. Maybe this is the stage of the season now where we're going to go on a slide. I don't know. I mean, my backup keeper is okay. He played a few times last season and never let me down. We will have to see. Okay, a 4-point episode again. Seems to be becoming something of a habit, this. But sad news all about my goalkeeper. Whether that's going to alter our season, I don't know. Broken hand. We've sent him to a specialist. Hopefully be back in, 4 or 5 weeks' time. We don't know. But then even then, will he be the same keeper? Who knows? But we are sitting quite nicely in La Liga and very, very much overachieving. To see if we can keep on overachieving, well, come back for the next episode. Thanks for watching.